Hello, welcome back to the Zaki Crypto Educate channel. A popular XRP chart analyst notes that something is happening that we've waited a few years for. And I'll give you a little hint here right at the outset. It has to do, in part, with the idea of XRP flipping Ethereum. Now, I'm sure most of you are aware unless you're brand new to crypto, which is welcome. XRP historically, before the SCCB Ripple lawsuit, XRP has been right behind ETH in terms of market cap. And there are times actually where XRP has been for brief periods, maybe 2 or 3 times. XRP was number 2 in market cap, taking out ETH. Very close competition, and very close interest broadly from crypto speculators. And now there's a vast gap between XRP and ETH, which I believe is completely artificial. It's the making of the SEC. But I've been saying for a long damn time, XRP gets legal clarity, and as market participants get back into crypto, broadly speaking, that's going to get leveled out. Because I believe ultimately money flows to where utility is. And even if most people don't sufficiently value utility, and even though the asset class moves in tandem, there are people like me, and maybe you're one of these people too. There are enough of us out there that have kept XRP within the top 10 cryptos by market cap for the entirety of its existence despite the attack by the SEC. It's always been in the top 10, and there are only 3 coins where that's true: XRP, ETH, and Bitcoin. And so XRP has got some ground to make up here. But now that that's happened and XRP is only more valuable than it was in the past, why wouldn't we expect that gap to close? And I'm not saying that it would close because ETH would go way down in price. No. Because XRP would go way up in price. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. XRP has been moving sideways, as has Bitcoin for much of the last several days in particular. XRP's 51 cents, Bitcoin, $26.628, market cap, the asset class still a hair over $1 trillion. And you've got the crypto fear and green DEX 43 out of 100. I'm still technically in fear, but just a few points off from being neutral. So people feeling better than you did probably about 2 weeks ago. How long ago was it? We were at like 30 out of 100. Market participants not feeling so hot. I'm just having a grand all the time. Every single day prices go up, prices go down. I'm good. It's more fun and exciting when the price goes up. But there are only so many days like that. I'm good regardless. I feel so bad for these poor cuddly, lovable, little, retail speculators out there. Don't know what the hell they are doing. Don't know their left hand from the right. How do they get their shirts out in the morning? No one will know. But look at the sideline from the crypto basic. XRP completes wave 2, poised to rally 5x more than Ethereum in the third wave. And so I'm going to go through this and explain in a sense some of the tar. But it's not wonky sounding and overly complex. And I want to get the idea across. It's not that complex, frankly. I can probably summarize part of this here because there's a popular analyst named Dark Defender who now has grown pretty rapidly in terms of followers, and got 93,800 followers on social media platform X. He was talking about the move ultimately, because if you're looking at an XRP ETH chart, so XRP priced in ETH, he was talking about how. Well, we saw it, frankly, with the clarity of the XRP legal clarity. XRP just rocketed in price. And so if you're looking at an XRP ETH chart, obviously that's favorable for XRP as well. And so they write here the following. His first analysis in this series was in mid-July after XRP rallied to a 93-cent high on the back of the lawsuit victory. Dark Defender confirmed that this XRP price spike allowed the asset to break above a long-standing 5-year resistance on the XRP ETH chart. The analyst emphasized that XRP had begun flipping Ethereum as he drew 5 Elliott waves on the weekly chart. XRP had already completed the first 2 waves and was on track to complete the third wave, which would see it outperform ETH by a large margin. However, Dark Defender's second analysis, which came up in August, projected a drop for XRP to see the asset backtest the resistance point it broke in July. XRP underperformed in August, correcting the gains of the 13th of July. Amid this bearish trend, the asset dropped against ETH. Dark Defender noted that XRP would retest the previous resistance points and flip them into support before rallying further. He called attention to a green signal on the chart, asserting that it indicates that XRP would continue to appreciate against ETH in the long run. And so there you go. In a nutshell, there's this big gap, and these are my words now because it's like I said at the outset. There's this huge gap in market cap between XRP and ETH because of the SEC. And so, not being a chart analyst, because I don't want to be one, I just don't have interest. It just seems to me like common sense would indicate that since this is artificial because of the SEC, that gap would close. So regardless of which coin ends up having a higher market cap in the long term, XRP, I believe, is going to be closing that gap to a substantial degree, if not completely. So I don't need to be a technical analyst to think that makes sense. That's how humans were behaving. And if anything, the adoption of XRP has just gotten better. It's not going to go in the opposite direction in terms of adoption and money flown into XRP when things are just getting better for XRP. Other than if you're talking about, broadly speaking, the asset class moving in tandem to the downside price-wise. But if you're talking about the gap between XRP and ETH, which is the point that I'm getting at here, and it's what Dark Defender is probably speaking to, you don't need to be a tar guy to be aware of that. And so, yes, he noted, hey, XRP was closing that gap, the XRP ETH chart, and then it went back down to the backtest. And we know what the last couple of months have been for XRP price action. A lot of people are disappointed, but Bitcoin led that. XRP filed directionally. And so then there's this backtest. Now it looks like XRP has got some support here. Again, even not being a chart analyst, I don't need to be some wizard here to suppose that it's reasonable for XRP to move up at a much more impressive clip. And that's why another way that I've worded things along this line in the past is that if you're wondering what's going to greater market, going to get greater returns, just if you look at how much money is in an asset. You can look at the market cap to do this. If you're looking at how much money is in an asset, all other things being equal, the amount of money it takes flowing in to get a doubling, tripling, quadrupling effect for an asset. If there's less money in it, it's more easy for that to happen. Now, of course, I'm not saying it's literally that simple. There are questions of, is this a scam coin? Pick any coin and question. I'm not talking about X or P. Is it a scam coin? Did the code just break? Is anyone using it? I understand that there are other considerations, but that's why I said all other things being equal, if something's going to go, it's much easier to get a more substantial multiplier effect if there's less money in it. That's why I'm saying this. What is articulating here, and this is what it looks like to me, is saying what I would explain in non-technical analysis terms, is explaining with technical analysis, and this is what he sees in the charts. It's a little bit more than that because he literally would cite specific indicators chart-wise, which is not what I'm doing. I'm saying more so from a common sense perspective. Why would it not happen? XRP is going to substantially outperform ETH, which is a different question as to whether or not it ends up in the number 2 spot again. But the idea of that happening doesn't seem bizarre to me. It could do that. We'll see if it does. And then right here in the latest analysis, the chart confirmed that XRP had completed the backtest against ETH. Notably, the asset successfully retested the resistance and turned it into a support point. Dark Defender believes XRP would now follow, rather than the third Elliott wave, leading to a rapid surge against ETH. According to him, XRP would increase 5 times more than ETH. This does not mean that if XRP will rally 5 times on its own, it only tells the asset will surge 5 times more than ETH. If ETH rises to X, XRP will soar by 10x. If XRP surges 3x, XRP will increase by 15x. Interestingly, regardless of the rate, should XRP soar 5 times more than ETH, it would still not overtake ETH and market cap. A 5 times increase would take XRP's market cap from $27.4 billion to $137 billion at $2.50 per XRP. This is still below ETH's $195 billion valuation. And that's fine. If that's the case, and even if XRP doesn't catch up, it's more like from this point in time, will you ultimately profit more from this moment in time by putting money in XRP or ETH? Now, I'm not telling you to buy or sell or hold anything. I'm just going to tell my everyday Joe Schmo opinion, which is simply that it would be XRP. There's far less money in it. It's been artificially suppressed for 2.5 years. Now it's got legal clarity. Adoption continues to increase. When the market comes back, roaring in tandem, it's not going to take as much for XRP to get a greater multiplier effect. Still, it doesn't mean that XRP couldn't outpace further. It doesn't mean it couldn't get into that number 2 spot by market cap. I don't know if that's going to happen, but the idea of that happening again at some point in the future doesn't sound wacky to me. I'll say I feel comfortable saying that, but I don't know what's going to happen, and my suspicions could be wrong, and I'll always put that disclaimer out there like, I could be wrong and it goes to zero. That's a real possibility because I don't know. I'm just telling you what seems most probable, from my perspective. Just as a dude that's been watching this stuff for almost 6 years and just closely observing what's happening with the SEC case and seeing prices get tanked because of the SEC and all those pricks over there. It wasn't right. It's not fair, and it's not going to stay. You can't make in the snap of a finger all the money that would have otherwise been in XRP magically be there after 2.5 years of damage. You just can't do it. But in time, more and more people are going to discover it. If anything, as awful as this is, if you want to find a silver light, and I suppose one would be that it's allowed people that want to accumulate more XRP at lower prices to do so, because I firmly believe XRP would be worth way more. It'd probably be number 2 or 3 market cap right now, but not for that lawsuit. $27 billion market cap. Hell, no. 100 and something billion market cap at least. That would be my guess anyway, because XRP is the only top 10 crypto that when the bull run started a couple of years ago, it's the only one that didn't hit a new all-time high that was in the top 10 by then. The idea of that's absurd. Of course, it's because of the SEC. But of course, since the metrics and everything for XRP keep getting better, what do you think is going to happen? So my bet, and you know my bet, I made it crystal clear for years on end. I think it does catch up. At a minimum, the gap is going to seriously be closed to where when the markets go, you look at multiply or effect impact or effect rather for ETH and XRP from the bottom to the top of the cycle, whatever it ends up being for each individually, XRP is going to substantially outperform ETH. That would be my expectation. Now before you leave, remember that the information provided in this video is not financial or a piece of investment advice, just for entertainment and educational purposes only, so in case you want to do anything, please do it on your research and from your due diligence. Let's stop here for now, and please support my channel by giving me a like, dropping me a comment, and subscribing to enjoy more interesting updates.